Two people turned around stunned by the sight before them. They saw a mouse corpse that was larger than an elephant, bloodied and mangled. Not knowing who had bitten it, before they could gather their thoughts, a group of gigantic leeches sprang out from behind and attacked them. Frightened, the Aquaman brothers took off running. Orm, who was used to living in the sea, didn't know how to run at all with his arms straight down at his sides. Seeing this, Aquaman quickly shouted for him to wave his arms and try. As a result, Orm suddenly ran so fast that he outpaced Aquaman. The leeches chased closely behind. At a critical moment, Aquaman was unexpectedly saved by a man-eating flower. After that, the Aquaman brothers cleverly dodged the flower's attacks, but the leeches weren't so lucky. Once the crisis was averted, Aquaman began to introduce them to the delicious foods of the land, saying he would definitely take his brother to try cheeseburgers someday. Just then they spotted a cockroach on a tree. Aquaman convinced his brother that it was a delicacy lobster from the land. Orm, half convinced, popped the cockroach into his mouth and took a small bite. Finding the taste surprisingly good, he then happily swallowed the rest of the cockroach in one go. They continued to traverse the jungle and finally got a glimpse of the entire island, which resembled the paradise. Suddenly, a gigantic butterfly flew toward them, only to be eaten by a flower in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, the leeches were relentless in their pursuit, and they were forced to the edge of a cliff. Right in front of them was a giant statue with an inscription that stated only a true king could bridge the gap, just as the leeches were about to devour them. Aquaman dashed toward the statue at the cliff's edge without hesitation. Orm immediately showed a look of disdain, but the next second he was stunned as the statue began to crumble and collapse. Forming a bridge across the chasm, the two brothers quickly crossed the bridge and hurriedly pushed the statue off the cliff. Finally shaking off the leech's frantic pursuit,